It's the ho-ho holidays! We'll keep this brief because this party is all about simplicity. Everything can be done in minutes between when you arrive home from work and when the guests arrive.
A Bailey's Minty Mistletoe is festive and cool. Brie pinwheels and roasted tomato crostini to nosh on are a great way to feed hungry guests. Grandma Brooks's ginger snaps are chewy and delicious. A holiday CD and letter to Santa game will have your guests thinking you slaved all day.
So relax, enjoy, and get your holiday on.
All right, now we're going to start off the evening with a cocktail, as we like to do here at the Gala Girls.
Well, and there's no better way to kick off the holidays than with a little bit of a cocktail.
I know, and what better than a Bailey's Minty Mistletoe.
I'm so excited for this.
I am too. I'm really excited.
Yeah, when we were talking about this, we said this is perfect, absolutely perfect.
And super easy, and that's really kind of the theme, not just the holiday theme, but easy is the theme for tonight. We're going to be having easy, super easy cocktail, the appetizers, the atmosphere. All of it is going to be a no-brainer, easy. You can run home from work and get it done in time to have a party. So
perfect.
That's where we're going tonight.
Oh, perfect. Oh.
So we ready to go? We're going to start off by putting ice in the shaker.
Okay. No human hands ever touch this ice, so you know. Look away. Look away. Alrighty.
All right.
I'm feeling very festive here in Studio 27 tonight, I must tell you.
I agree. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, as will you with your party. So now we're going to add 4 ounces. This makes 4 drinks. So 4 ounces, 8 ounces, excuse me, of the Baileys. So
we're on 3 now. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, I love that we're using Baileys, but it's not going to be too heavy of a drink, right?
Right. No. It's going to be good. The peppermint schnapps is going to balance it out, and then we're going to top it off with a little Starlight Mint.
Now, how much peppermint schnapps?
Just 1. So it's a quarter.
One.
Yeah, it's a quarter ounce per serving. So.
Well, that's true because it will taste like you're.
Yeah, you don't want to
mouthwash.
Exactly. We don't want that. So here we go. And.
It's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, shake it. Shake your good thing. Shake your Christmas thing.
All right.
All right.
And let's get these in here.
Okay, I'm loving the looks of this. Ooh, yum.
And I'm going to start out a little at a time because I tend to be a little heavy-handed.
See, that's why we're friends. That's why I like you so much.
That's true. See?
Yeah, okay. All right.
See?
I did it again. Yeah,
what did I do?
We might have to make a little bit of an extra one.
Right.
So why don't you start garnishing up, and I'm going to just make a little bit more.
We've got red and green, and so we might have to modify the amounts a little bit to make it just a little bit more.
I'm making extras. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
Who would mind?
Baileys.
Seriously.
You know, and I chill my Baileys too. I keep it in the fridge, so that way it's nice and cold with the ice, and it's refreshing. And we've got 1 mint here. And look at them down there. And it's a nice little treat at the bottom of your drink. Makes your breath all fresh and
it does. Minty. It does, exactly. All right, so I will give this a little shake.
All right. Oh.
Ah, that could have gotten messy.
Surprise.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, here we are.
And now we've got extra, and you can always throw it in the fridge and keep it nice and cold too if you've got any extras.
Okay.
And shall we get our Gala Gals in here to
come on in, ladies.
Try this?
Okay.
All right.
Yum. I'm very excited for this.
Ooh, you don't have to tell us twice.
Excellent. Okay.
Here we go.
Cheers to the
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
And over to you as well.
Cheers.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's this is like an alcoholic peppermint mocha coffee that you get at Starbucks.
Really? Okay, I gotta go in again.
It's the best cocktail we've ever had.
I have to agree. So definitely the way to
love it.
Bring in the holidays,
It's like dessert.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it like dessert?
It's delicious. Like cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
This is like Christmas in a glass.
It's delicious.
Okay, so we're actually filming now. So we're gonna put our drinks down? Sadly. One more. Okay, so here's the deal. We're doing appetizers tonight that are the kind of appetizers that we working moms, which all 4 of us are, can stop at the store on the way home and have an appetizer made a half an hour when between when you walk in the door and when your guests arrive.
Yes.
So what we're doing to start with, and this is super easy, we're doing roasted tomato crostini.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take your loaf of French bread and you broil it. You slice it into baguette sizes and little crostini slices. You put it in the broiler for a minute on each side, and then when you take it out, you just rub it with half a clove of garlic, so it has a little bit of the garlic flavor. Now what Jocelyn's going to do is she's going to take this lovely piece of goat cheese and she's going to spread it on each of these.
Okay.
While she's doing that, the next thing I have to tell you about is something that you can do. This is when you want to stop at the grocery store. Not the grocery store that you normally shop at, but the grocery store that's too expensive for you to shop at, but you shop there anyways every now and then. And you want to go to the olive bar, you know, where they have all the good olives.
Yum.
And you go in there and you can find these luscious little beauties called roasted tomatoes. And they're packed in oil, so they're super light and Weight Watcher friendly, I believe.
Of course, yes,
yeah.
There's only 2 points.
Exactly. So when Jocelyn finishes spreading the goat cheese on each of these, what we do is we drop one of these gorgeous roasted tomatoes on top, red color for Christmas, like such.
Lovely.
And these actually can go straight on the platter, Jocelyn, when you're done.
That's it?
And then, yeah, this is it.
Yikes.
I mean, I'm not kidding you. This is a party on your way home from work party kind of thing. We put them on there, and then when you're done...
Platter is so close to drink.
It is. And then when you're done, you want to take a little bit of fresh basil, somewhat for the taste, and really more for the red and green color, because let's be honest, it's the holidays. And you just sprinkle that all over your platter. And a little bit goes on each of your crostinis. And you can serve these cold. That's the beauty of it. These do not have to be heated. You don't have to stand by the oven. You can actually, believe it or not, talk to your guests. I know, novel concept, while you're serving these beautiful, beautiful babies, which look very holiday-like.
Yum.
Hello, voila. Okay, so we're here for our second appetizer. That one was super, the first one, labor intensive. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Exhausted watching
Sip?
it. I'm watching. Yes.
Maybe, just in
Cheers.
case.
And by the way, this is like
Oh my
dessert
goodness,
in a
I gotta be
glass.
honest with you, this is delish. And we noticed that the colors bleed through this at the bottom, and it's really cute looking too. Okay, so here we go. We're going with brie pinwheels. What you have here, Jen, in front of you is just a sheet of puff pastry that you buy in the freezer section.
Okay.
So you let it thaw for a little bit. This one's not super thawed, so what I'm going to tell you is once we roll it up, if it's feeling really soft, you can put it in the freezer before you slice these. But just so you know, this one's, we're pretty good on this one.
Okay.
Again, very easy. So what we did is we took a little bit of brie. Jen, what you're going to do is you're going to lay it out in the middle strip.
Okay.
All the 3 ingredients that I'm going to tell you about right now. But before we do that, I want you to just give it a quick egg wash brush.
I can handle that. Even I can.
Yeah. So it's just an egg beaten with a little bit of water. Done. And you're preheating your oven to 400, which is basically the directions according to the puff pastry package. And once you do that, we have 3 ingredients that we're throwing in there, a little festive for the holidays. Brie, craisins, and pistachio nuts.
Look at you in the red and green.
You know,
So
do what I can. But again, all these can be bought at the expensive grocery store that you've stopped at on the way home from work, when you probably have a run in your nylons and your heels hurt. Okay, so we take the brie.
Don't worry, this is waiting for you.
Yeah. Take the brie, I cut it into strips.
Okay.
We're just going to layer those out. No, just in the middle one.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because we're going to roll it all up almost as if it were a calzone kind of thing. So you don't want to go too heavy, but just make sure you get all the middle there.
Okay.
And once you get all those in there,
Take it off.
make sure you cut the rind off of the brie. Some people like it, like my mother, but not so much for me.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, no.
I'm not a big fan. Okay, is that too much? Is there any
it's a
such
lot.
thing?
That's a lot, but we'll be good. We'll be good. And now we've got their craisins. I took the craisins out. I gave them a quick coarse chop. That was about it. Throw those in there too. We're going to layer them in. Excellent.
Okay.
And then last but not least, the pistachios,
Yum.
which we shelled out. Yeah, make sure you put quite a few of those in there. There you go.
I can be heavy-handed in this too.
Yeah, you can. Now, I know I told you to go in the middle, but we're going to spread it out just a little bit so that when we roll it, but we just didn't want to get too close to the edges because we've got a really soft cheese going on here and it will melt and ooze
fall
out. So that's why we started in the middle.
Okay.
So if you want to put a few more in there, go ahead, feel free. Just, all right. And then we're just gonna roll it up like you would like a jelly roll or anything like that.
I'm gonna leave that to you.
All right, I'll do that. So I take it and I start. And puff pastry, by the way, is a girl's best friend. So I do a third of it over, and then I just keep rolling. And then what we're gonna do is once it's all rolled like this, pretty, make sure it's kind of sealed, give it a quick little press. Take a serrated knife, this is the best kind to do it with. Cut off the ends, because the ends are gonna be ugly. Nobody wants an end piece. My whole childhood I had to eat them. Ends of
trauma?
bread because my mother told me they make my hair curly, which never happened.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Isn't it? Yeah. Thank God straight hair is in.
That's a good thing. I have curly hair and trust me, I straighten it every day. So it wouldn't have worked with me.
So we just cut these up. As I said before, if you find that your dough is a little too soft, you can throw it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, just so it firms right up so you get a nice pinwheel cut.
Look how pretty those are.
I know, aren't they gorgeous? Really? And then we put them, space them out. I wouldn't do more than 3 on a row because they're going to expand and they're going to puff up as puff pastry is wont to do.
Like only puff pastry can.
Exactly. And we're going to throw them in the oven for about 10 minutes until they puff up all golden and the cheese gets gooey and melty.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
I know. And so what do you think that took us? I'm going to go with a good 3 minutes. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I think you can probably handle this before your guests arrive. And then you serve them on a lovely platter.
And you still have time for this?
Exactly. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm still enjoying my cocktail.
As am I. You can see it's going down very quickly.
They're good.
So now we'll come up with the perfect dessert to go with the perfect dessert cocktail. These are Grandma Brooks's ginger snaps. Now Grandma Brooks is not my grandma. She's not yours either.
No, she's my husband's grandmother.
Yes, her name was Lorraine, and there's always a party when there's a Lorraine around. So we've just made ginger snaps. Woohoo! And in the ginger snaps goes 2/3 of a cup of cooking oil, a cup of sugar, an egg, 4 tablespoons of molasses, which apparently is the key ingredient in any ginger snap. Of course, the 1 teaspoon of ginger is also kind of important.
Key too.
Yeah, you also have a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons baking soda, and 2 cups of flour.
And you literally, when you're done, you get these lovely oily little battery things.
Look at her hands.
This is how, I know, we're fabulous for moisturizing too. You literally roll them in a ball, like Play-Doh.
Lovely. And then dip.
And we've dipped them in some red sugar and some green sugar. And lest you think that, ooh, I don't really know, this is really all you do. This is all you do, because when they bake, they just go like this. Perfect.
They're gorgeous. They smell fabulous. Your kitchen smells fabulous. And every person who walks by that plate can't stop without swiping one.
Would you like me to rub my hands on your face? Wow! Okay.
And this is what they turn out to look like. Oh, and they're still warm.
I'm going to have a little bit of one. Oh, and it's falling apart.
Oh, shucks. That means
very warm.
I'll take the other half. They're delicious. I really hope you like them. You can make the dough in advance.
That's true.
And then come home and throw them in the oven so it smells like you've been slaving along all day when in fact you have not.
We literally made them off camera in about, I would say, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to thank Lorraine for your fabulous recipe.
Merry Christmas, Lorraine.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I have to say, what better time to decorate than at Christmas time? This is some serious holiday atmosphere, and I have to tell you, over the years, I think we all have amassed so much holiday stuff. I think Jocelyn said to me, well, let me know what I need to buy. I was like, for the love of God, woman, buy nothing. We have everything we possibly need, right down to a lot of the fillers for our flowers. What I've done is I've just filled a little low vase with some greens I bought at the store, and then just some branches that I clipped from outside. Nice. And you know,
pine tree.
Yeah.
Are you or pine tree?
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whatever.
It's the green bush in my backyard. That one.
Feel free.
Yeah. Out there it goes. I will tell you, I spent a little bit more on flowers. Probably about like $35, because everything else we had. It was such a cheap party to put together. So what I thought we would do is some super festive arrangements. We'll start with some white roses. Now Jen, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to give you a little arrangement, a tiny little balls over there. I'll take some red some red tulips too. And as we always do, you just kind of plunk them in, turn the vase.
You can still get tulips at this time of year, huh?
You know, I feel like you can get tulips any time of the year. At any point. Am I wrong about that?
No, I think you're right.
Every time I turn around, there's another tulip. So again, make sure that there's lots of greens. As I said, greens everywhere. They're so festive. Little hypernicum berries. You can just plunk. I know, you're laughing at me over here.
So many hypernicum berries.
She makes a lot of fun of me.
No, I'm always in awe. I can't.
It's impressive.
I can't do this.
Impressive.
I can't.
Well, I find that whenever you're like, ooh, that rose doesn't look good there, let me move it. Don't move it, just put more stuff in it. And before you know it, you're like, look at that. It's like I just bought it at the store and you so didn't. Now, I stuck with red and green and white theme, except for this. This is called Thistle. And it reminded me of The Night Before Christmas. Jennifer, do you know the line? Wow.
The down of a thistle.
Yes, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. So that reminded me of Christmas. Yes, exactly. So I thought we'd throw a little thistle in there. Plus, after a couple of these, it'd be really funny to ask people if they know what a thistle is. So yes, and you know, I have some great holly bushes. Everyone's always like, oh, they're poisonous. Well, don't eat them.
Yeah, don't let your children
Don't let your cat eat unless she's our cat.
Jennifer hates her cat these days.
Anyone want a cat out there in TV land?
Message us, let us know. So as I said, what you're going to do is you're just going to wind up putting a lot of, just putting a lot of these things in. Don't feel like you're overdoing it. Just keep putting them in because you know what, it looks so pretty and so festive.
See, I would have stopped about 3 flowers ago and mine would have looked flat. And yet you
look at this.
To do this.
I'm going to go one more. How do you like them apples?
I love it.
So here you are.
I was here. I mean, really, what I've done is amazing.
There you are. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, here you go. Look what little present for you.
Good.
In you go. That's a little
And
long
actually,
one.
Jocelyn was saying something about these little vases. She was saying tonight, where'd you get those little vases? They're so cute. I love them. There's like AC Moore for $1. So look how cute
$1 a piece.
$1 looks.
It's unbelievable.
In Alexandra's world.
But seriously, like everyone just watched her do this. It's just greens from your yard and a couple of flowers, and boom, there you go.
Unlike Alex, I have not taken a floral arranging class, so anyone can do this.
Anyone
can do it.
It's that easy. Now, let's move on to the game. This was actually a very fun game that Jennifer came up with.
See, I do contribute.
This is the letter to Santa game. And what you do is when your guests come in, everybody gets a letter to Santa. And what you wind up doing is you don't put your name on it. And you say, Dear Santa, I've been a very good kid this year. Here's what I want for Christmas. You put down the toy you want for Christmas, the pet you want for Christmas, and the intangible, sort of like world peace or, you know, a flat stomach, whatever. And then they all go back into a pile and the host hands them out to everybody else. And you have to guess whose is whose.
Or you can stand up as the host and be like, this letter to Santa says a robot, not my cat Pedro, and a flat stomach. And hopefully my husband says, that would be my wife.
So the winner gets to take home one of your gorgeous flower arrangements. And if it's one of the husbands, I'm sure their wife will be very happy. What is a Christmas party without songs?
Music.
Absolutely. We came up with some great ones. And by the way, if you're ever looking for sort of random Christmas songs, come find us.
Yeah.
The ones that you listen
Between
to.
us?
Yeah. When you're listening on the radio, you're like, oh, I love that one. Who does that? I guarantee you we have it. We do.
Or I guarantee you the ones that are on this disc are not being played on Oldies 103.3.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's diversify people a little bit.
You know, like we've got I Like a Sleigh Ride by Peggy Lee, which is fantastic.
Nice.
Christmas Island by Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, I love Ella Fitzgerald.
Pretty Paper, Willie Nelson.
Some of the oldies. Yeah. Edie and Steve.
Come on, that holiday feeling. Hello.
I see some Harry Connick Jr. in here.
You bet. He's the man.
He is.
And then we also have a gorgeous invitation from our friends at Textile Designs.
Oh, beautiful.
And she just does such a beautiful job every time.
Order them. The website too, and you can take a look at the invitation that she presented for us. It's gorgeous.
Exactly. So all of this together, and before you know it, you have got this absolutely fun and festive holiday party on the fly. When you come home from work, everything is ready to roll. So I think we should invite Jocelyn in, and for a final toast of these delectable Minty Mistletoes.
Seriously, people, these are
It's like
yummy.
holiday in a glass.
It is. So with that, we say have a very happy holidays and any excuse for a party. Cheers.